Hey YouTube, still keeping one here. This is the next video in my series of online precious metal dealer reviews for 2015. Now this time I'm doing Provident Metals, and you probably have a stack of these refrigerator magnets already by now. Probably some lanyards too. But anyway, to sum it up, Provident Metals is a good online dealer in general, but they do have a few shortcomings. One being the time it takes to receive your order. They are incredibly slow, and of course if you pay with credit card or a bank transfer, that's you'll get a quicker shipment than if you used a check or something like that. But even still, it takes a long time to get your order. You're looking at 3+ weeks if you're paying with a check, at least at minimum. And then even if you're paying with a credit card, you're looking at, over 10 days maybe in some cases. And, I don't know if I've just gotten more impatient or what, but I just don't like waiting that long for items I've ordered. And as far as I can tell, they have a large inventory, but it's just not, the turnover rate is just very low for getting the shipments out. Now, many of you probably knew that when you order with Provident Metals, you used to be able to take your cash into a Wells Fargo and deposit it in their account and get credit for that the next day and get the cash price for items. Well, they changed banks. They don't offer that anymore. They moved away from that. I was pretty disappointed in that because that was very easy, and it was the fastest and cheapest way to get the cash price because there was no charge on that. So, but they do now offer the echeck option. And with the echeck option, one thing I did notice is when I made this order, it was night. It was after their closing hours. I did it online. I put in my checking account information, and the money was taken out of my checking account the next morning. It was very fast. I didn't even think that was possible as long as some of these bank transfers take. But the very next morning, even though they're closed, it was gone. So they kept me notified along the way. I got an email when my order was made, email when they received my payment, my echeck payment, and then another email when it was shipped. Now, not on this order in particular, but on an order before this, one thing I did notice is when you call in, you don't always get to talk to a person. I've called a few times and not gotten through and been on hold until it automatically hangs up on you a couple times in a row. So I have come across that. That's not the greatest of customer service reviews, but that is something they definitely need to work on, is handling the phone lines. As you can see here, I ordered a bunch of reverse proof privy maple leafs, some goat, some horse, and some dragon. Now these came finally. I'm gonna say it was 22 days I took with the echeck option. But another thing is they do offer free shipping now, like some of the other precious metal dealers, which you pretty much, I think you have to now. There's too many of them doing it. You do have to have a $99 minimum order, of course, but I believe you can still order under $99. You just have to pay for the shipping. So let's say out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give Provident Metals, I want to say 8, but it's probably closer to a 7.5. They really need to work on their shipping time and their customer service line. But other than that, the products were great. They're as advertised. Let me show you one here. This is one of the Dragon Privy Maples. And I actually, on another note, stopped getting items from RCM, the Royal Canadian Mint, the Royal Canadian Milk Spot, as I like to say it, because it's just too many milk spots. It's just not for me. But I heard that doesn't happen with these, and all of them look pretty good, except you might not even be able to see on there, but it happens on the ridge on these. So these couldn't even escape the milk spot curse. They're still very good. They're probably the nicest maples in my opinion, but that is the RCM for you. So give Provident Metals a try. They are still one of my go-tos. I just wish they shipped a little faster, but they're still on very high on my list. So check them out. They're at providentmetals.com. They have a wide selection. They're not as large as Atmex, but if anyone is going to give any competition to Atmex, it'll probably be these guys. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, YouTube.